Hey guys, welcome back to Gifted Monkey TV, all things toy and toy related. Today we're going to go keep our retro theme and visit DC Direct's deluxe classic Robin figure. Come on back and let's review it together.
Respect the monkey!
Robin! As always here, Gifted Monkey, when we review a figure, we look at the box work as well. DC Direct did a great job, as they did with their Batman DC Direct classic Batman figure. It looks really good on their box art. As you can see here, it's done in that retro style, as was the same with that classic Batman, kind of done in that mid-60s, early 1970s feel that was made popular by the mid-60s television show starring Adam West and Burt Ward, the Batman TV show. You see the bright reds, the vibrant greens and yellows, Robin looking menacing with a full moon in the background, overlooking Gotham City in the backdrop, and we have that bright Robin and classic name written on there. Let's take a look at the back. On the back, you see Robin looking a little stoic, very mysterious, in a nice relaxed pose. DC Direct has some words here telling you how unique and great this figure is, because you got to remember, this figure originally came out in the early run of the DC Direct 13-inch line of their action figures, one of their early runs. This figure came out in December 2007, December 2007, excuse me. Alright, so let's check the inside of this box. Alright, now that we cracked this box open, let's take a look at the great artwork that DC Direct was famous for on their 13-inch figures. As always, DC Direct did some great artwork, and this is no exception. As you see on the box, it has the full moon overlooking Gotham skyline, superimposed with a Robin. Now, this is the actual figure that they posed and superimposed over that picture of Gotham and the full moon. Looks great. A nice, simple pose, realistic to the character of Robin. They changed the name at this time from Robin the Teen Wonder, from Robin the Boy Wonder, what we come to know, because during the late 60s, early 70s, they wanted to have Robin grow up a little bit more, as they knew he was getting ready to become Nightwing, so they wanted to put a little age on him. So there we go. You see the nice R insignia right there. Very nice. So let's see what great accessories, if they're great, came with this Robin figure. Here we go. First off, you get a great base. If you can look at the lighting on that, it's an etched Robin face logo with the word Robin etched across it. And on the bottom it says, Robin the Boy Wonder. Now this is where the DC, this DC Collect Robin figure starts to fail for me, because it says Robin the Boy Wonder. On the box we looked at just a little earlier, it said Robin the Teen Wonder. It's a little thing, but it starts to show you what starts to happen with this figure. As we go along, I'll show you. Now this figure didn't come with a lot of accessories like the Batman Classic DC Direct did, but it came with some accessories. Robin got this grappling hook with a nice little rope put on it. Came with two separate domino masks. One is in a dark green, the other is in black. And it came with 3 sets of hands. Open palm, fist, and a grip hand. So I guess you can put this inside the grip hand if you'd like. And the stand holder. Now here's where we break this down. Whereas Batman came with some nifty accessories, like the bat hook and the batarang and things like that, and he had flexible fingers. Now why they didn't decide to put flexible fingers on the Robin as well, I don't know. This Robin has no flex in the fingers. It's just pretty, there you go, you can't bend it. Pretty hardcore straight ahead molded plastic. Such a nice feature to feature in that Batman, and they didn't include it over into the Robin. So there you go. Those are the accessories that came with the Robin. Alright, let's get to the meat and potatoes of our show today. The actual review of the Robin figure itself. Now, here's where I have some mixed feelings. On one hand, it's great to have a 12-inch Robin figure, because when you're going to have one? On the other hand, DC Direct, I feel, missed the mark a little bit. Check it out. First, let's go with the articulation. You have great head swivel on Robin. Goes all the way around, 360. Not much going up. See? His neutral, up. Not a lot of head up. Head down either. Doesn't let you go down really either. Nothing in the chest, nothing on the shoulders. When you get to his arm articulation, his arm does give you that much articulation. Both arms give you that much articulation. Gives you an arm swivel, gives you arm raise and down. Now here's another thing. His arm just goes down as far as that, see? Not even a full straight. It's actually not even full straight down. It's slightly still curved. And it goes up like that. That's it. There's no rotation on the top of the arm. No rotation on the top of the arm. Likewise with the wrist. The wrist swivels all the way around, but there's no give on the wrist. You can't bend the wrist in or bend it back. Otherwise you'll pop the hand immediately off and show the nub of the arm. So that's that. He does have ab crunch a little bit. There we go. Which is good because the classic Batman did not have ab crunch. He has waist swivel, turned totally 360, inhibited a little bit by his costume, which is okay. Now his legs go all the way out, so you can do a nice split like that, which is good for an action figure like Robin. But here's the thing about the legs. Look, it won't go back. That's it. That's as far back as the leg goes. Now when you have a figure that's known for action like an acrobat like Robin or Dick Grayson, you need to have a lot of mobility in the legs. They don't go back. And then they put this weird turn right here in the leg. See that? That's not in the other figures. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it looks kind of weird. Nice knee bend. You get the knee all the way back like that. And foot, you just bring the foot, swivel it down, swivel it up. To the right and to the left. That's about it. Now let's get to the design of the costume. Costume's very nice. Stitching's very nice. I love the eyelets and the little ropes on his costume. Very authentic to a Robin costume. The gauntlets are that faux leather like they use in their gloves on all the DC 13-inch figures. We talked about the staticness of the hands, which I don't like. The belt looks pretty good. I love the cape. The cape is really nice. If you turn the Robin around, his cape has that nice big flow to it, almost like the Robin that was on the 1966 TV series. Had that big flowing cape. It's got a great length to it too. Very nice. Here's also where DC fails, the boots. The boots look like weird boots. They're like that faux leather, but they have no strength in them. They're just like they were sewed onto a bare foot. It looks kind of weird. See that? And if you look at Dick Grayson's face, he looks a little old. This guy looks like a guy that would be in his late teens, 18, 19, maybe even 20. Not like a 16, 15-year-old like Robin would be wearing this type of costume. This looks more like a beginning Nightwing stage of face. Very interesting. The other fail that DC did for me was Robin, even in the comic books as well as the 1966 TV series, which this is based on, wore opaque flesh-colored tights. They could have went the extra mile since they did the sew-on costume anyway and made opaque tights. Because even if you remember, you guys, the old school guys, remember the ideal Robin from Captain Action, he had opaque tights. They could have done that. It would have covered up this and made it look a lot more presentable. And it would just not look like this. When did you ever see a man fight in bare legs like that? And how would he fight in bare legs and not get scratched up and torn up? So there you go. That's a review of the figure. Let's take one more over-round look at the figure as we go. So here he is, Robin in his full glory with the domino mask on. I chose to put the dark green one on, a little bit in an homage of the 1966 TV series. Let's take a quick look of him, survey. Robin full view. Is it a great figure? No. Is it a good figure? Yeah, you kind of need it. If you're going to have that classic Batman, how can you not have the classic Robin? And I think that's what DC Direct counted on when they made this figure. They figured no matter what loopholes or what balls we dropped on this, they're going to still buy it because they need to put a companion piece to that classic Batman figure. So, does it pass on my Bunky Meter? No, it gets like a 5. Gets a 3 out of 5 on my Bunky Meter. Doesn't pass. Because although, like I said, when I first bought this figure, it was phenomenal for me. As I looked at it for this review show, I realized it had a lot of flaws that I wouldn't like in an action figure. But, like I said earlier, if you gotta have a Robin, how many 12-inch Robins are there around on the market today? This figure came out in December 2007. When it originally came out, it was only $69, believe it or not. A 12-inch figure for $69, you know we're going back in time. But if you look for this now on eBay, it'll run you about $200 to maybe $250. They didn't make a lot of these Robins in DC Direct run, just like they didn't make a lot of the classic Batman to match him in their run either. So he's kind of hard to find in good condition. Is this a great figure? Yeah, not really if you look at it on a purely figure basis. But come on, guys, if you're a collector of Batman and all things Batman like I am, you gotta have the figure. How can you have a classic Batman figure from 1966, early 70s, and not have a companion Boy Wonder piece? You gotta have it. You gotta get it. So yeah, I'd recommend you guys go out and buy it and just throw it up in a pose with your classic Batman, and don't try to play with it and pose it because you'll get very frustrated. If you just want the cool look, do it. If you want it as an action figure, no, don't do it. So I hope you enjoyed our look today at our DC Direct Classic Robin action figure as we took a little retro stroll down memory lane. Take care of yourselves, guys, and thanks for joining us on Gifted Monkey TV. And remember, collecting toys can be as fun as a barrel of monkeys. But respect the monkey. Play nice. See ya.